Hey everyone, it's Django here. Right, I'm going to do a bit of a preview of this game, Magicka. It's kind of, well, it kind of reminded me quite a lot of Fantasia because of the little characters. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview here. This isn't like a full review, it's really a preview because the footage and my comments and stuff are from the demo, which is available on Steam and other places if you want to check it out. The game is centered around this little guy, and you can play with other people if you want, but just because it was a demo I thought, meh, I'll log in and just play on my own just to get a feel for it. The controls are a little bit strange at times. You use your left mouse button to kind of move and to face in the right direction, your middle mouse button to cast stuff on yourself, which can be heals or it can be shields or whatever, and you can use your right mouse button to fire spells. And as you can see, I'm about to break this wall here with some stone spells, and yay, awesome. And you can also combine spells, so you can see that I'm combining fire and I think, is it just fire for this one? Yeah, it's just fire, to light this brazier. So there you go, lit it, and the little doors opened. Move on. You can combine spells, like I say. So with this one, I obviously need to light that brazier over the other side, but you know, there's a big gap in the way, so you combine it with rock, which makes it more stable and stuff like that. So you can see I've got stone and fire going there, and then I right click, and there we go. Lit the brazier, and now I can get across. Now, as you go through the early part of the game, as you can imagine, you're basically learning different types of spells. The little grid that's on the bottom left hand side of the screen, those are all the spells you can use, and the corresponding keys are next to them. So Q for water and W for the health one, and F for fire and that kind of thing. And you can combine those spells to do some quite cool things. So here we are, I need to get across this little gap here. You can't allow him to get in there because he'll drown, so you just spray your frost over it, making a lovely big path. It's I don't know if that's meant to be wine or blood. Awesome misclick there and managed to heal absolutely nothing. So anyway, I'm obviously making a decent path there across that I eventually will get across if I'm brave enough to step out across it. There are some kind of weird bits, as you can see there, you know, had to move up to actually get the bit in front, and you do slide across these. There you go, I'll just make a bit more and I'm up. And you can, you know, it's a kind of a puzzle game, but a kind of an adventure game. You've got puzzles that you need to solve, like how do you get past this block? Well, you know, I just cast my water spell and put out the fires and stuff like that and go through. And as you can imagine, in the early part of the game, most of these puzzles are really easy. This is one of the ones that I found a bit trickier, where you have to combine spells and to use a thing called haste to then zoom across that so you don't get crushed. And you do meet enemies along the way, it's not all just puzzles. So here's some enemies here. Now you can combine spells again for this to get these awesome beams that aren't particularly controllable. You have to face in the right direction, so I found myself doing a lot of this running away. You can right click also to just do it almost like it's a pushback basically, and you can spam and queue up spells, which makes it slightly easier to control. Now this is the another bit now where you get to kind of go in and fight a slightly bigger bunch of groups. The gameplay itself is quite fun. It seems it's not in depth. It's not, you know, a nightmare to play. It's not really tricky to get your head around. It's just a very simple puzzle adventure game. I can imagine it being quite cool for people that are not looking to be taxed too much and maybe want to break and do something different and just blast away at a few idiots. So yeah, not too bad. Graphics, obviously, as you can tell, not amazing. The sound, not amazing. The music's not bad, mind you, but to be honest, for the type of game that it is, it doesn't actually matter. You're going to be having a fair amount of fun for it, so yeah, keep an eye out to download it or whatever, and my scores will come up at the end as usual, but it's worth checking out. Check out the demo at least, and give it a whirl. Anyway, see you later.
You know it's time for us to step it up. Another